Okay, so apparently cushions are immune to geysers, so let's place a cushion down here and sit inside it. And you're right, I can just sit here safely, but the second I stand up, I get launched straight into the air. So the texture for the new hay bale has been fixed. It used to be asymmetrical, but now it's symmetrical. They made this change so it lines up perfectly with the straw bed. Finally, the game is playable. But can you guys MLG clutch with the new cushion block? Let's jump from up here. We took a ton of damage. I don't think I'm doing this right. Okay, let's try again. Nope, I don't think it's possible. Or if it is, it's insanely hard to pull off. Can you pass through walls with cushions? Here's our super secure wall. I think we need to place a cushion right here and... Yep, you could just walk right through it. Cushions are seriously OP. Apparently, the stairs in the Woodland Mansion were changed to red wool stairs. I think they're talking about these stairs, but they definitely haven't changed. If Minecraft actually added wool stairs, though, that'd look so good here. If we try sleeping in a normal bed near zombies, it says you can't sleep because there are monsters nearby. But what about a straw bed? And yep, for some reason, we can sleep with zombies right next to us. I'm not convinced that's a good idea, though. Okay, but can you sleep in the nether using a straw bed? Because when we place a normal bed, this happens. But I think the straw bed might actually work. Okay, not really. It just breaks. And we don't even get the explosion either. But can villagers use straw beds? And no. It's late at night and the villagers still aren't sleeping in it. I guess he only likes his own bed. Sitting on a cushion protects you from shulker attacks. Okay, they're attacking. And yeah, it's true. Since I'm sitting down, I'm not getting the levitation effect, although I'm already dead. Apparently, you can sit inside a nether portal using a cushion. Let's place a few cushions here and light the portal and see if we can actually sit inside it. Okay, that's crazy. It actually works. I'm sitting right in the middle of the portal and I'm not getting teleported. Apparently, you can go through a portal in spectator mode. Okay, that's weird. The other side isn't even generated. It looks like we'll have to go through it normally at least once. And now, all right, it works. You can go through portals in spectator mode. Attacking a villager while sitting on a cushion prevents iron golems from targeting you. Okay, let's just sit here and attack some villagers. Okay, yeah, he's completely ignoring me. I can literally murder villagers and he doesn't seem to care at all. Cushions are literally way too OP. Can you sit on a magma block without taking damage? We still take damage normally, but with a cushion, yeah, we're completely fine. But the second we stand up, we start taking damage again, which makes completely no sense. You can apparently X-ray using cushions. First, dig a 1x2 hole, then place a staircase and a cushion at the bottom. But does it actually let you X-ray? Oh, no way. It actually does. I told you guys, comment cushions are OP. Does the beacon beam change color with cushions? Okay, so the beam passes right through them, but unfortunately, it doesn't change color. But can you name a cushion? I think we need to use an anvil first. And yeah, we can name it. And when we place it down, the name actually shows up. So does the dinner bone name tag work on a cushion? Okay, never mind. It doesn't work. But it would have been so cool if we could sit upside down, though. But wait, what if we name it Jeb _? That would be so cool. And that doesn't work either. A color-changing cushion would have been so awesome. Minecraft never lets us have any fun. Can other mobs sit on cushions? Nah, they're not sitting on it, but if we use the /ride command, it works perfectly. Although not every mob can sit on a cushion. But can you place cushions above the world height limit? We're at the build limit now. Y equals 319. And yeah, we can place a cushion right at the top. The new world height is Y equals 320, guys. Apparently, you can tower up inside blocks with cushions. Just place a cushion inside a 1 block space, then look down and spam more cushions. Oh my gosh. I can't see anything, but we're actually going up. This is super useful. Are there really new raccoons in Minecraft? I don't see a spawn egg anywhere. Wait, is raccoon even spelled like that? Never mind. I guess Minecraft was just trolling us with that post. Apparently, drowned can now use tridents as melee weapons, so let's test it. Whoa, that does a ton of damage. I got taken out in just 2 hits, and the animation looks pretty different too. So the new poplar sapling can have random colors. Yeah, it can be red, orange, or yellow. It's completely random, and it looks really cool. Can you use bone meal on a fallen log to grow shelf mushrooms? And no, we can't use bone meal on the log itself. It's only growing grass on the sides. The water in the new dappled forest is really dark. And yeah, it looks way darker than normal. Even underwater, it's super dark. Compared to regular water, There's definitely a difference. Apparently throwing an ender pearl onto a cushion prevents fall damage. I don't really understand how this works. Do I just throw the ender pearl on the cushion? Nope, I still took a ton of damage. Apparently there's a new command that lets you use mob vision. I think it's called /post effect. There are 5 different effects, just like the ones you get in spectator mode when you possess a mob. And this is crazy. You can actually combine all of them. Apparently you can clutch with the new shelf mushroom. All right, let's just jump off from here. And yeah, this one's true. I only took a really small amount of fall damage. Phantoms will completely ignore you if you're standing directly under a shelf mushroom. This doesn't make any sense to me. So it's supposed to act like a solid ceiling? Don't try this at home, guys. Yeah, never mind. These are definitely not ignoring me at all. Apparently, if you feed a sulfur cube a bone block, a wolf will actually follow it. But can you really feed it a bone block? You can, and it turns completely white. But will a wolf actually attack it? Yeah, it doesn't. They're actually pretty chill. The only time they get aggressive is if I hit it. This one's false. Can sulfur cubes climb ladders? Let's build a block tower. Since sulfur cubes can pathfind to dropped items, let's place one up here. We'll connect it with a set of ladders leading all the way to the top. And here is the sulfur cube. Let's see what it does. Yep, it can definitely climb. Apparently, if you throw an item into a fully active geyser, it will never despawn. Here's our fully activated geyser. Let's throw a diamond block into it. Right now, it's just bouncing around, but will it despawn? Nope. Never despawns. But can an anvil survive in a geyser? Anvils are pretty heavy in Minecraft, but I guess geysers are pretty strong too. Let's drop one from a few blocks up and see what happens. And I did not expect this, but it's actually floating in midair. Geysers are crazy strong. There are now fallen logs in forests, just like in Bedrock Edition. I'm not sure which forest biome they're talking about, but I can't find any fallen logs anywhere. I think we should check the new dappled forest. This biome looks crazy. It's red and yellow. And yeah, there are fallen logs, just like in Bedrock. Apparently, there are new wind sounds in this new biome. Wind sounds? What do you mean by that? I don't think Minecraft has ever had wind sounds. But let me listen closely for a sec. Wait, it's actually true. I can hear soft wind sounds over here. That's actually kind of cool. So frogs eat magma cubes to produce frog lights, but do they also eat baby sulfur cubes? Nope, they don't seem to be doing that. I'm assuming we're not getting any sulfur lights, guys. You can bounce just like a sulfur cube. I think we just have to use this bounciness command. All it does is increase your bounciness attribute. And as soon as I jump... There you go. Now we can bounce around just like a sulfur cube. So yeah, this one's true and it's pretty fun. If you leash a zoglin to a sulfur cube, it'll keep bouncing forever. This already sounds hilarious. Let's give the sulfur cube a really bouncy block, and now let's leash it to the zoglin. Oh my god, what is happening? How high is this thing gonna go? There's a secret chest hidden in the new abandoned camp structure. Okay, here's one of the new abandoned camps, but I don't see any secret chests here. I mean, there's this chest, but I wouldn't exactly call it secret. I think we have to find another campsite. Oh, okay, there it is. It's hidden underneath this barrel, and it's actually a copper chest. It's got some pretty good loot. But can you also find wandering traders at these camps? Okay, that actually makes sense. I hope at least one of these camps has one. Nope, not this one. And not this one either. Still nothing. I don't think they spawn here. Or if they do, they're probably super rare. Apparently, the Wither can ignite sulfur TNT cubes. Okay, this is really interesting. The Wither attacks pretty much every mob anyway, but will it attack sulfur cubes too? Okay, yeah, it completely destroyed them. But what if we spawn a whole bunch of sulfur TNT cubes? Oh my god, what is this explosion? Can you actually make a massive explosion with 100 times size sulfur TNT? All right, so we need to make this 100 times bigger. Oh my god, this might crash my whole computer. Anyway, let's light it. And moment of truth. Yeah, that was pretty disappointing. That was just a normal explosion. Apparently, baby polar bears no longer attack foxes. So let me try this with an adult polar bear right quick. And yeah, it's actually attacking the fox. I wasn't even aware that they did this. But what about baby polar bears? Okay, yeah, it seems like they're completely chill around them. Okay, so apparently there's a new secret player breathing sound. If there really is one, I have to hear it. But I think we have to use this command. Okay, yeah, there is a breathing sound effect. This is so weird. Why didn't Mojang add this to the game? Okay, so apparently sheep now have body colors that match their wool. In previous versions, every sheep had a white body, which didn't really make much sense. But now... Yeah, they all have body colors that match their wool. This one kind of looks like a bloody sheep though. Apparently there's a hidden chicken texture in the shelf block. I don't really see anything though. Okay, so here it is. If you look closely, it only shows up on the crimson ones for some reason. Mojang actually planned this. Now that I see it, I can't unsee it. Apparently there's a new advancement for feeding TNT to a sulfur cube. All right, let's try this. Okay, yeah, you get the uh-oh advancement for it. I think this might be the shortest advancement in Minecraft. Okay, but can you ignite TNT with a magma sulfur cube? I think it makes sense. All right, I'll put a leash on it and pull it towards this. And yep, definitely ignites. That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Apparently, you can also deoxidize copper with a sulfur cube. I think we need to feed it a honeycomb block, but does this actually work? Yeah, no, this doesn't work at all. There's a new music disc for the sulfur cubes. It's called Bounce by Fingerspit. It is so calm and vibey. But do the sulfur cubes dance to this music? No. Probably because they don't have ears. Can you put armor on a sulfur cube? I have 4 dispensers here, all triggerable by this pressure plate. Let's place a full set of netherite armor in here, and here is our sulfur cube. It doesn't look like it's wearing armor, but let me try hitting it. Alright, I can tell it's definitely wearing the armor. But do armor enchantments work on it too? Let's try Frostwalker. I think it'll work. And yeah, it actually does. We could make a really good water travel tech with this. Can a geyser launch a warden into the air? Yeah, it can launch every entity in the game, but a warden, I think he might be too fat to be honest. But let's try it anyway. Well, it definitely works. Look at this guy go. Sheesh. But can you launch the Ender Dragon with a geyser? If it works with the Warden, surely it works with the Ender Dragon. Let's create a permanent geyser right above the return portal. And let's wait here for the dragon to perch. Oh my god, it just gets stuck here forever. Apparently, sulfur spikes grow faster than dripstone. I don't know, to me, they're both kind of the same. But let's set up a large area and let them race. We got sulfur on the left and dripstone on the right. And now we watch. The first spike hit the ground, and yeah, sulfur spikes are faster. But can sulfur spikes kill sulfur cubes? Since they're both made of sulfur, I don't think anything will happen. But let's test it out on this sulfur cube named Goo. And no! It actually died. I'm so sorry, Goo. Okay, but what if we place a block inside the sulfur cube? Let's name this one Goo 2. And yeah, Goo 2 survived. I have heard you can launch TNT with a spear. It's not a 1.26 myth, but I want to give it a try. And no, it's not working. I think we definitely have to light it first. Alright, when it's lit, it works. Probably not a good idea. And what if we use a knockback 2 enchantment on it? Oh, yo, it goes really far. Can a spear break through a glass wall if the player throws it from far away? I mean, this should work, but no, it doesn't work at all. Minecraft just doesn't want us to have any fun, guys. The seed sulfur cube spawns you above sulfur caves. All right, I spawned into the world, but we need to go really deep. There's a trial chamber for sure, but I don't see any sulfur caves. Apparently, baby drowned can now naturally spawn holding a trident. Let's spawn a bunch of them, and not a single one is holding a trident, except for the adult ones. I don't think it's possible, or if it is, it's extremely rare. People are saying there's a new /time rate command, and yeah, we can change the time rate. It basically makes time pass faster or slower, but what happens if we crank it all the way up? Oh my god, what is going on? It's like a time lapse. Bro, my head is actually spinning. But changing the time rate in the end turns the whole sky into a disco. I don't even know what that means, so let's change the time rate. Okay, yeah, the sky does change a little if you look closely. But what if we set the time rate to 200? Oh my god. Minecraft has an end disco before the actual end update. But what are those sounds? They're seriously creeping me out. Okay, so I've heard there's a new /swing command, but can it actually be used to break blocks? Let's try it on this tall grass. And no, it just swings your arm through it. Of course, if you actually click the mouse, it breaks. I think it's just an animation command, guys. Apparently, bees will prioritize golden dandelions over any other flower. Let's put 3 normal poppies and 3 golden dandelions over here. And Yeah, no. They're all going towards the normal flowers. Minecraft bees aren't gold diggers, guys. So apparently, baby striders stay warm when they stand on an adult strider. Oh my god, this looks so ugly. But right now, it's obviously freezing. Now, let me spawn an adult with a baby on top. Oh, that's definitely not its baby. But yeah, it's true. It stays warm and it doesn't play the freezing animation. So with the new name tag recipe, the character limit has also been increased to 50. Okay, I'm not sure what the limit was before, but let me try naming something. Yo, that is really long. It's exactly 50 characters. I'm so glad I can finally name my pets like this. Apparently, there's a hidden new warden-like monster on a pottery shard. And I think they're talking about the mourner pottery shard. Okay, yeah, it actually does kind of look like one. Or maybe it's just a baby warden.